Welcome.
We certainly hope you all enjoy the show.
They're eating the dogs.
Because I know cops doesn't start till 4.
More music. Is this a new tune?
No, same tune.
Regular.
I was seeing how long we could go and be in dead silence.
Silent mood.
I broke the silence with the belch.
No, that was silence started after the belch.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Oh!
Want me to do my ABCs next?
No, I'd puke if you did that.
Yeah. Sorry, Amy. I know long time no see. I'm glad you're viewing tonight. Glad you're out there in the audience. But we missed last week, and we're trying to just do one episode a week now.
For the summer.
And I don't even know what went on last week. You know, sometimes shit happens, guys. Shit happens. We're real people. We got real lives. And I really can't remember what was going on last week, but
I was cutting trees at my house.
that's what it was, right? Curtis was still
Well, that's
finishing up the trees in his yard.
That's why I wasn't around. Well, no, we did last
He
week.
put a tree down.
No, I think we skipped last
Caleb
week.
was busy at work probably. And
Well, anyway, we're back at it. we're back in the saddle again, back in the heat. And we had something interesting happen last week. We got a message on Instagram, first ever brand opportunity. We got noticed by little outfit known as Buzz Buds. Offered me $250 for a video of me shaving my head.
wait, take the hat off.
Guess what, suckers? You're too late. Had you hit me a week earlier, I'd be $250 richer, and a whole bunch of dudes' pants would be a little wetter. But guys, I'm sorry. I already cut my hair. I think we missed the opportunity. Next time around, I'll hit you guys up. But I'll tell you what. Next time, I'm gonna be asking for a little bit more than $250. All right. Now that I know you're eyeing me, now that I know you're headhunting me, I'm gonna be coming for a little more cash than that.
Yeah, with a little
Ocho
more
dinero. All right.
A little more hair. But you didn't ask. We'll have to ask. What is the price for shaving your pubic hair?
Yeah, that's what Grandpa Bob wanted to know. Yeah, Grandpa's like, he's like, why would anyone care about shaving your head?
You know what?
Maybe if you were shaving your pubes or something.
You know,
I was like, Grandpa, if I was shaving my pubes, it'd be a hell of a lot more than $250. I tell you what.
You know what the real moneymaker is?
What?
The nipple hair.
Oh yeah, I got big rings too.
Carter, give me the boy yo 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 yoing.
I should have that sound effect.
Yeah, we gotta add that to the board.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't hate the offer. I thought it was interesting, and I thought we'd look into it. But I think we're gonna pass this time around, given that I already cut my hair. Curtis also already cut his hair. So I already have other videos on YouTube of me shaving my own head, and I'm guessing that's why they reached out, because there's probably links.
Stole your video already.
They probably did, and there's probably people are probably sharing links to my. If you go to the comments section on those videos where I shave my head, the comments are a little odd. So
Are they actually?
Caleb's video's been downloaded more times than it's been viewed.
Can we check the comments on that video?
Which one?
I don't know if it's worthwhile to go through digging, but
I'm gonna have.
there's a couple videos on my channel where I shave my head, but I don't know if you.
They're a little odd. This young man has a fine head of hair.
No. Honestly, nothing was really gross. Nothing like sticks out as like being super gross, but it is a little odd. Yeah, you'll have to just go and watch these old videos of me getting a haircut. Oh, Carter's got pulled up on his computer right now. There it is, me. I'm probably like 17 years old, shirtless.
All capital letters. Love the buzz cut. Hope this becomes a yearly tradition.
Yeah, right? Is that not weird?
Dude, ... The The buzz cut looks phenomenal.
All right.
Like, you know what I mean? They're not really gross, but it's a little weird.
Well, I just happened to look at the video myself, and it starts off, you're filming me as I'm sleeping, and I definitely had my hand in my pants.
There's another one here. You had nice hair, but I think you're far more handsome with a buzz cut.
Oh, there we go.
I suggest a number 2 guard, which is a standard buzz. Looks awesome.
Number 2 card.
Dude, people are all about it.
Yeah, that's indeed.
I go number 3 because number 2 makes me look too bald.
I think I used a number 2 this time when I shaved it. I'm about
Standard
a
buzz.
week past, a little over a week past my fresh buzz, so it's coming back in fast.
I shaved my head over the winter, and I used a number 1.
Yeah, Calvin went down to the skin basically.
I only used a guard because I knew if I didn't use a guard, it'd be not uniform.
Right.
I was going for full bald.
Yeah, no, you did it. You certainly did it. In the dead of winter, no less. We were sitting at the Mountainside Lodge at Sugarbush, and this lump of snow came sliding off the roof and hit Calvin while we were sitting outside at a picnic table, hit him right in the head. And Calvin stands up and goes, "What the fuck?" and there's this guy standing behind Calvin, and Calvin like looked at him when he screamed, "What the fuck?" And the guy like pissed himself, and he goes, "It wasn't me, I swear." And the guy was with his girlfriend, and his girlfriend immediately started laughing at the guy's reaction because it was like, the guy thought his life was over. He thought, because Calvin's got his bald head, and we were pretty, we were some rough looking guys out there. When you see mostly resort type folk, we were some rough looking characters sitting out there.
Yeah.
My hair was
With
halfway
winter
down
clothes
my
on.
halfway
You
down
don't know
my
what's
back.
under the winter clothes, you know?
Yeah, you don't know.
Caleb was just about to float away.
If I let go of the picnic table, the winds would have had me.
He didn't know that.
He didn't know that
I did.
because I had a wool sweater on, bitch.
I really did I thought somebody had thrown a snowball at me, but no, it was a poorly placed, poorly designed roof and outdoor seating arrangement.
Nice.
Nice.
Mike's looking for some last minute Philmont advice.
Oh, last minute, you're on your way.
Last minute
Mike.
Philmont advice. I
He
would
said
say.
he said he's going to Europe. I don't know when he's
Yeah,
going
he
to
said he's
Philmont.
going to Europe
thought he
and
already went
Philmont.
Philmont
I thought he already went
Euro
to Philmont.
edition.
Dude, he's a world traveler. This guy gets
He's
around.
probably going back to Philmont for a second time.
Mike, can we get?
He's taking a flight from Philmont to Europe back to Philmont.
We just gotta get Mike on the show sometime. I think
Private. He's flying private.
Mike is as much a part of the show as any of us by now. I think we got to get
If
him
not
on.
more so.
Like we got to get him to. Do you do Skype? Does Skype still exist?
What's that other
Can
one?
we get him on the line or something?
What's that? There's another one like
Wow,
Skype.
Europe to Philmont.
Boy, that's gonna
crazy,
be nuts,
dude.
bro. I guess I would say maybe bring some amphetamine. Sounds like you might need it. Europe to Philmont.
Caleb's
I
the
don't
only
know,
one
dude.
that's actually gone to Philmont.
It really all I remember, right, is I brought everything, right? I had everything. You name it, I had it. Okay, there's not going to be a scenario where we needed something and didn't have it.
Tires. Any size tire, you had it.
But honestly, by the end of my trek, I felt as though I packed too much. So I'd say don't crack check. Yeah, Mike's gonna bring his crack with him. Good.
You said amphetamine.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's gonna be fine. That's the only thing I'd be worried about is like,
Overpacking.
Bring a case of some 5-hour energy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It just for me, like there was a couple nights where I was at the base camp before we went out backpacking, and that was really uncomfortable, right? Because when you're backpacking, generally you are so exhausted by the time you get your tent set up that sleep is not an issue. But those couple of nights at the base camp, I'm sleeping on a cot. I'm in a dry climate I've never been in before. I just didn't sleep great. And so the first
Did you
day
bring
or
a
so,
pillow or what? What's that like? Sleep on your clothes or
I'm a sleep on my clothes kind of guy. I like to lump up a t-shirt or a
lump up
sweatshirt.
some blue jeans, sleep on the belt buckle.
Do you guys know one of the best pranks? Sorry to derail from Philmont, Mike, but don't you'll be fine, dude. That's what I would say. Is like every 3 days at most, you end up at a camp where they have trucks and they can take you in and out to town if you need. So, like, be prepared, but if you're a scout, you'll be fine. You could show up with your freaking sandals and
10 essentials, probably.
Yeah, the 10 essentials.
Except for sun protection, except for bug spray, probably.
Anyway, just what you were saying, sleeping on blue jeans, sleep on the buckle. One of the best pranks Calvin ever did to me as children, he took my pillow out of the pillowcase and he stuffed my pillowcase full of jeans. And when I went to bed at night and I went to lay my head on the pillow, I was like, what the fuck? Like, my pillowcase is full of jeans and it was so uncomfortable.
Yeah, that was good.
Best prank you ever
That was
pulled.
good because you also slam your head on the pillow too.
Yeah, I do. I crash hard. When I come down, I crash. Big Ben's falling,
right on
baby.
the zipper.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so where are you going in Europe, Mike? What are you doing in Europe?
Europia.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. I try and stay away from Europe. I've heard it's dirty.
I've heard
and
that
they drive on the wrong side of the road.
they don't pick up the gum.
And the bad teeth.
And they do have bad teeth sometimes.
So, and guess what? We seceded and we started our own country.
Were you guys up in the living room last night?
Where?
In the living room at home?
What time?
I'm derailing the subject.
What
I
time
don't
was
know,
that?
sometime in the afternoon. I didn't know if Dad was freaking out after I texted him and said that the Red Sox traded Devers.
Oh, I don't know. I missed
I-
that. They
I'm-
traded him, Raffy?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I burned my jersey.
No way you burnt. Actually,
No,
That's,
but it's in the it's in my trash pile.
That sucks, though. Why would they have done that?
Well, because they can't get along. Basically, what happened was
I could tell he was pissed in the dugout the other night. He had just hit a home run and he's sitting in the dugout like fucking pissed.
yeah.
So
Well, I didn't know if Dad was believed it or
on
not. If
toast.
he was talking about it.
no,
But-
we didn't talk about it.
no. I think Dad. I think he would have the same take as my take is that he was not long for the team. Like obviously he's like the trade. What do they call him? The star
Tent pole
The
character.
face of the organization.
Yeah, but I don't think
Cornerstone.
he wanted to be there after Mookie Betts left. I think he was done.
I know this isn't a sports podcast.
I was
but
surprised. I was
just,
surprised they signed him to begin with.
Man, I liked him. He looked like a 1930s ball player.
He was a
you
real
know?
ball player.
Yeah, he got out there. He had that bubble gut, and
he
he
had
fucking
he
his
had the
lips
bubble
were
gut.
always packed with tobacco.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Big
like
league chew.
he was a real old school ball player. He the way he looked and moved, everything
Yeah,
about him.
Going to the Giants now, but
Man, that sucks. Who do we get? I'm not even
replace
gonna
him
know
with?
anybody on the team anymore.
yeah.
I was a Manny Ramirez guy growing up. He left the team, and then I became a David Ortiz guy because I could remember who he was.
Yeah.
I always liked Dustin Pedroia. Okay. Who else? I'm trying to think of other Red Sox
Probably-
players I actually know.
Probably
Johnny
was a fan
Pesky.
of Coco Crisp.
Jason Varitek, big Jason Varitek guy. My old boss used to have a picture of I think he like punched A-Rod in the face, right?
Yeah, or something.
I think that was the photo that my boss had on his wall, autographed Jason Varitek punching A-Rod.
it was autographed.
Yeah,
I
of course
saw-
it was autographed.
I saw pictures of the cave. It looked like it was still. He had a little shrine.
Yeah, the
cave.
sports memorabilia cave. He's got a lot of cool stuff down there. Speaking of this, I actually had speaking of commitments and things. I was supposed to be at a softball game tonight. Totally just blew it off. I was like, nah.
You're welcome, Mike. He did
Got
it
a
for
dip.
you.
Yeah, Mike, this is all for you, brother. I could have been an adult slow pitch co-ed softball right now. Yeah.
Co-ed.
You just abandoned your team.
I just abandoned them. They had more than enough people, and if I'm being honest, I don't ever get on the field anyway. The last season, I never stepped on the field. I kept the book, and you know, I just I said to myself, I said, tonight's not the night. I said, I got a pod, man. I got a my audience is counting on me. We missed last week,
and we're not gonna do it probably without you.
Right.
So
definitely seems like it won't happen without me.
Yeah, I mean, I think we could do it, but
I know you could. You guys have done it without me, but it just doesn't seem like if I'm not here, nobody's beating the drum to start the pod.
nobody's got anything they feel like they need to say constantly,
Yeah.
except for you.
We were talking the other day with our grandfather, and he's full of tips and tricks and good advice.
Lots of tips.
Helpful hints.
But, you know, like, we're talking about it because he was saying to us, like, it's not even like he wants to say these things. Like, they're in his head, and it's like they're burning in his head until he says it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like holding a hot coal in your hands, and it burns until you let go. And when he said that, it really resonated with me because all the time,
It just clicked in your head. Oh my god!
well, that's like 90% of the stuff I say. It's
This
like
is my grandfather.
it's just rattling around in my head, and it's like trying to escape. And then even if you don't want it to, sometimes it just fucking slips out. And you're like, son of a bitch.
And it slips out sideways.
Yeah.
Like accidentally.
Or
in
like,
a weird way.
you remember Grandpa had this sign on his wall that said, "I wish my mouth had a backspace key." Do you remember that sign he had?
Yeah.
And that is so true.
Yeah, but you can't type over ink or black ink already.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You could use like something like whiteout.
Yeah.
Or I do think
I
that
don't think whiteout strips were a thing when
It doesn't.
typewriters were a thing.
there was something. There had to be something
No,
because
it's like paste.
I've literally,
You
I've
blow on it,
literally,
dries
yes,
up.
I've seen this in a movie where the guy's typing, he messes something up, then he's gonna go pull this thing back, and he does something to it, and then he puts it back in and sets it and types again. I've seen this in a film somewhere.
I mean, I think they did that.
can we
but
can we look this up?
Also, Carter's right. I think there's a chance you get fired if you mess up. Like in a big operation.
Pull up
If
Google.
you're like a court, one of those people that types for courtrooms, yeah, you'd probably get fired if you messed up.
Yeah, you're out of here.
You
go to Google Photos for me, Carter, and pull up the last picture that I put up there. I found a little treasure in my house tonight. We heard some knocking and some banging.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
What the hell is that?
That's
thing?
a spookum.
Yeah, we heard some spookum in the attic, and
Did you get rid of this?
That thing came
No, I
wheeling
still
out.
got-
Squeak, squeak.
no, I found it. I found it hidden up in the attic. I don't know. I can't figure out.
Turns out it was used to bludgeon a child.
No, it
Was
would
there
be all.
ashes in it or something?
No, it's all. It would bend up. It's really flimsy. But
That's really cool.
I can't figure out what year the thing was made. It's somewhere between 1880 and 1920.
Texas and Pacific P&R.
Yep. Texas and Pacific Railroad.
That's cool.
Neat little treasure I found.
Interesting.
There was some horses up there. There was a horse setup that must
Yeah.
go with it. I imagine.
Beautiful horses.
Maybe I think it's a separate thing though.
Beautiful dogs.
There's-
Did you guys see the military parade? Did anyone watch that?
No.
I did see coverage after the fact because I was curious about it.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of it. I did see a video where it was so dead that the tank is going by. And you
Oh,
can
really?
hear it
No one was
squeaking.
there?
Yeah.
Nobody's there, and this tank's going by, and it's like you'd say crickets, but it's not crickets. It's the tank going wee 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 wee, squeaking down the street. So it was kind of sad.
It did seem kind of sad in a way.
Mary wants to know about the horses, Curtis.
The beautiful horses, so many of them.
Well, it was more like a jockey type of deal.
It was a
Oh,
tin.
okay.
It was like a
metal horse.
tin jockey.
That's what Polo put cologne in for a long time, probably.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Oh.
just a tin horse jockey thing.
I got a quick clip on Instagram here. It's not our like reels as in funny, I guess. Well, it's funny, but
Well, what's it about?
it's the Island Boys. You know the
I know the Island Boys.
you know the Cameo app.
I'm an island boy.
I'm an how did it go?
I'm a teguangua.
I'm an island boy. Someone.
You know, I was
They
thinking
did-
that's
you know
probably
they
what we
did
should do to
OnlyFans.
advertise for this. They're on the Cameo app. You know the Cameo app.
Yeah, I know Cameo.
So this is the Island Boys on the Cameo app.
Did you pay for one? Do you buy one? Are you buying?
No. I don't think we would. I don't think we should buy a Cameo from the Island Boys.
Do you think Will Survives does cameos?
But I think we could do like check out.
That's a good idea.
You got to check out the Kinville Show Cameo from somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or we just start paying all these people to do cameos and post them online.
Yeah.
Yes. But anyway, this is the Island Boy Cameo.
I'm bored, I buy cameos and I just write the craziest prompt that I can think of. And this is one that I just sent to the Island Boys. Hi, Island Boys. My daughter Chloe is a big fan of you. She's 19 and just got her first yeast infection. Can you give her a pep talk about how this means she's a real woman now?
Hey, Chloe, I heard you're a big fan of the Island Boys. So, yeah, you an island girl. I heard you're dealing with your first yeast infection. You feel embarrassed. Yeah, it's a very normal thing. It happens all the time. Do not be ashamed of it. Let me tell you something. I've dated girls that had yeast infections like 10, 11 times in a matter of a month. It happens. A yeast infection is very normal. Do not be embarrassed. Just don't tell people about it. It's okay. Just tell someone that you trust, and that's pretty much it. And get it fixed, and that's that. It'll go away. It's not something that's permanent. It's just something very temporary, and it's part of life. You're gonna get things. Things are gonna happen. Things are gonna come your way, but you should be thankful it's just a yeast infection, love. It's nothing at all. Take that big step. Be that big girl like you are, Chloe. That
Jesus
beautiful
Christ.
island girl you are. And be amazing. Don't worry about
he's
no
still
yeast
fucking
infections,
going.
please. It goes away. You know how many girls I know that used to infections? I laugh at them.
I actually think
Sometimes when I'm bored, I buy cameos.
I almost don't even want to make fun of him. Like he actually did a wicked nice job.
Yeah.
Like imagine that was real.
Imagine,
I actually think he did a wicked nice job.
I wonder what that cost.
Ah, Christ's sake, Carter. I mean,
That's an odd one. I don't know.
yeah.
That's
What the
hilarious.
fuck?
That's hilarious. But
Oh my
10,
god.
11 times in a month.
He's an island boy.
Damn.
Well,
The way he sung it.
you got yeast infection. That's hilarious.
Oh my fuck. Well, yeah, you know what? I think honestly, I just think he did a nice job. He approached it soft and polite.
He did an honest. Good
I think
job
they must
with
have
that.
been humbled by their past
Yeah.
dealings
Well,
with the internet.
Yeah.
Okay,
you've
but
seen that.
correct me if I'm wrong. Did they or did they not do porn with each other?
No, I was
Isn't
going to
that-
bring that up, but I
isn't-
didn't want to really.
But isn't that part of the Island Boys lore?
Yeah, it
Is
is.
that they would make out with each other?
Yeah, I don't know if they went further than that, but
This podcast is fucked. This is a cursed episode.
yeah,
We can't keep our minds out of the gutter.
Yeah, I don't know. But Jesus
Thanks,
Christ.
Carter. Thanks.
No, I was gonna bring up that they did a live concert and they got booed off stage. Like people paid to go see them and then they got booed off stage. That's
Yeah, you can download the new Caleb skin in Battlefront 3. What do you want? What are you getting at, Mike? Am I missing something?
Caleb's not the gamer.
I'm
He's
not.
on X Games mode.
I play some Minecraft.
Battlefront 3, I don't know if that's even a thing. I think they were.
Is it coming out? I heard Battlefront 2 is making a comeback.
Well, no, there was a day that people wanted to revive it, so there was like a specific Battlefront 2 day to go on and play.
But I think it worked because
I don't know if it's coming back.
A
but-
few people I know have been playing it. A couple folks.
Amy says, "Look what happens when you don't do a podcast for a while." I think we're doing fine. I wish we could. I wish I could find a way to get us back on the rails here, but I think we're just lost.
I'll bring up a comment that Mike let out earlier. Mike let slip about the Epic Pass. I think he was saying you get competitive on the Epic Pass because you can see
how many days.
They put a leaderboard on for how many vertical feet you do, how many runs you do.
Yeah.
Top speed, because they track all that. They track you. They track how many runs you're doing.
I tell you what, I got friggin' top speed up to
up to white heat.
Up to white heat. No, I was trying to think of at Gunstock. I'm trying to think of the race trail at Gunstock.
What tracks it?
I can't think of it.
Your phone does.
Yeah, dude, I don't know.
Every time you go up a lift,
Epic
they probably
does it.
scan you, and it's probably puts in the computer how many
days you
lift
skied, how many mountains you've been to.
Well, that makes sense, I guess. But let's go to the reels.
It's crazy. I'm not a competitive guy like that. I don't compete like that.
Yeah, nobody that is.
It's not what it's about, man.
Maybe if you're skiing for exercise.
Dude, if you need to learn this lesson, go watch Surf's Up, okay? Do you know why Chicken Joe wins that? Do you know why Chicken Joe wins the Big Z Memorial Surf-Off? Because he's just there to surf and chill with his friends. He's not competitive about it. He's not there to bring anyone down. He's just there to be the best Chicken Joe he can be. And he won the whole frickin' thing. So go ahead and watch Surf's Up if you need a little life lesson.
Go ahead, watch that anyway, just for fun.
Just for the hell of it. Shout out Shia.
All right, let's see him, Curtis.
Curtis's Reels of the Week.
We'll just watch them in
Get
order
real.
here. I have another tree one.
Got this one here.
Yep.
Another tree team.
All right.
In the U-Haul.
I know y'all lying. Y'all see this shit?
All right.
She called the tree
Oh
people.
my god, dude,
these are the tree people, lady. What are you saying?
That's a honking tree.
Today,
These
they
guys
gonna
got
pull
it.
this motherfucker down with the car, bitch. They
Let's
gonna pull
go.
it down with the
bitch.
car. I cannot wait to see this shit. This is so ghetto. What y'all looking at? I'm still gonna record.
I love this
Look at all the
woman.
guys
I love
standing
this
around.
woman.
Please let them get this down while on video.
I
On
can't
video,
remember if
please.
it falls or not.
Yeah, where's this gonna go? All right.
Oh,
Did they cut it?
Oh shit.
I don't know if they
I don't
cut
think
it.
they
Are they
cut
just
it
trying to
yet.
yank it? They're gonna yank it straight into these power lines.
no, I
I
think
am fucking done.
no. This
There's
is
a guy
guy
getting ready.
climbing.
Oh no, they're lifting him up. They're lifting the guy into the tree.
Oh, gotcha.
I
Yeah,
am done.
That guy in the blue shirt.
And it's
there.
not like it's a big car, a truck.
Okay, yeah. So that's it. They use the car to hoist a man up the tree.
That's kind of sick.
All
Yeah,
right.
see the guys right there.
I'm fucking weak, man.
She really thought they were gonna pull it down with that car, or at least try to. No, he's just. Is this still going on, or is this?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Okay, now it's back to the beginning, right?
Nope.
No, this is a
It's
cut.
still going on. It's
Okay.
still going.
Okay, it's still going.
He's back
All right, so we got a man in the tree now. We're resetting the rope on the car.
Wow.
What's next? What's step 2 here?
Oh, they're bumping out there.
Oh, yeah, you gotta have the tunes playing. I've never been to a job site without a radio on it.
I know y'all lying.
All right.
All right, that's the back to the
Restarted it.
beginning.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
I think they must just be raising and lowering shit up and down from the tree. With
Can
the
we
car,
get a
right?
part 2, please?
All right. All right. Now this. Yeah. I'll have to find the part 2 for next
Reach
time.
out to her.
This one here was this is Zach's house. This is not our friend Zach, but this is just
Zach's House Daily.
Yeah, Zach's house daily, but it's a Zach. He's a pretty cool guy. Play the video.
But yeah, this is my buddy Zach's house. I work with him. He's one of the fucking coolest motherfuckers there is, dude. He's my best friend. And then this is his trailer. His trailer's fucking kick-ass, dude. He's making some bacon burgers right now.
Nice.
That insulation stuff is what you put up in the windows, and then he's got some bacon going on, and it's badass.
Badass. Dude, that's sick as frig. I love that trailer, bro.
That's kick-ass.
That's kick-ass, dude.
It's time to raise some ruckus.
Sign me up.
All right, now this
I
next
think it's
video.
time to raise some cane.
This next video, I think we've all met somebody like this that, well, I'll let the video speak for itself, but we all know somebody like this.
By the French Toast Kid.
Oh, shit.
Shit. Sorry. I didn't know.
I don't feel any fucking pain in this hand when I hit metal. You understand?
You understand?
I hit folding metal chairs.
Wait, you
For fun. No.
What did he say?
He doesn't feel pain in that hand when he hits metal.
Shit. Sorry.
It's a strong man.
I've definitely met guys like that.
Yeah. I don't even feel it.
And then the last video was.
And you know what? I kind of like it.
This last video is infomercial, so we don't go to the Duck Inn in Wolf Lake, Illinois.
Okay.
Don't go.
Wow, I'm pissed. We ordered food from this place called the Duck Inn in Wolf Lake here. And we called because they messed up our food.
For one, they know that I don't have teeth, so I can't chew.
We asked them for chicken strips that my wife can chew that are not hard. Please do not cook them too long. What do? They cook them too long.
I didn't mean to click off there.
Was that the end of it?
Oh,
or-
no, it goes on. It's a long rant.
Oh,
I don't know.
Our wife doesn't have teeth, you guys. Can you fry the chicken tenders a little less, please? I don't care about the salmonella.
Oh my god.
Oh man,
That's nuts.
I got a message back from Buzz Buds. They said that they'll talk to you, but they want your Instagram handle to talk to you directly.
Oh yeah, well it's the same as the YouTube page, my man. It's air quote awesome. You can find me on the gram. I'm not overly active on there, but you can DM me on there at air quote awesome. And I think we set up a call at some point. We can talk business. I basically I'm down for money. Is where I'm at, but I do have my limits. But every limit has a different dollar sign. So holla at you, boy. The comments on this podcast are going off.
I wasn't gonna say it. I wasn't gonna tell Mike.
Yeah.
Mike knew. That was a joke.
Yeah.
Mike knew, though.
These comments are going insane right now.
The real thing is like, you can't have a soft chicken tender.
What happens if you have no teeth?
That does not exist. Then you cut it up. You put it in a blender.
I wish I could remember
I think you could gum down some tenders. If I'm being honest, I think you can gum down some tenders.
How big are they?
I'm trying to remember what the other complaints were, but yeah, just don't ever go there, I would say.
Do not go to the Duck Inn in Wolf Lake.
What was that? What was the story that? That's one of our stories. That's like an inside joke. Do not go.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to remember that though.
Do you not know?
Yes, no, I remember now. I remember.
I don't remember.
You don't want to. No, I remember. You don't want to go to the farm. That's what it is.
Oh.
Did you remember?
Yeah.
You do not want to go to the farm.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's hilarious.
Oh man, our boy TP's in the house.
TP.
Whoa,
back at it.
insane. What is it? Oh, okay. He's just commenting on the haircut, right?
Buzzalicious.
All right, so
Buzzalicious.
TP182J, are you affiliated with Buzz Buds? Can you let us know? You guys part of the same conglomerate?
Could be.
Could be. They're still going off in the comments about that video, Curtis. About my wife's chicken tenders. They cooked them too much.
Yeah.
Don't go full force.
Yeah. Well, there was the chicken tenders, and then like I said, they fucked up something else in the order. I wish I could remember. It's a good video.
They put dressing on the salad.
Was that all the reels of the week?
Yeah,
that was all of them.
Well,
Whoa! Sneeze attack. Hey, the pollen's out bad, guys.
Diplodocus.
You put a little bit of pollen in your nose.
Yeah, that was all the reels that I had, all the appropriate reels. I've been getting a lot of... I haven't been scrolling Instagram hardly at all, but I've been getting a lot more not friendly, a lot more aggressive.
A lot darker.
A lot darker, a lot more death.
I was telling Calvin I was thinking about buying some moccasins for the summer.
You know what? I think that's a smart decision.
Go for the moccasins.
Honestly, it's all natural. It's classic.
Yeah, I mean, I you know me, I'm not a big sneaker guy.
I always wanted a real pair of leather moccasins, kind of like these slippers that I'm wearing right now.
The Minnetonka.
Carter, look up
but real leather ones.
Minnetonka.
Well, I was just gonna say, look up Cliff Booth from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. This guy's wearing moccasins the whole movie. And
I still think
that's what made me want a pair.
I still think about getting a pair of Hey Dudes, but what's the point? Why don't I just wear my slides?
Yeah, why not just wear Vans?
To me, it comes down to style. You know, I'm going for a specific look and style. Can you find the picture of him with a Canadian tuxedo, Carter?
Once you get the moccasins,
you can see his whole outfit with the shoes in it.
Why not?
Down a couple, I see it already. He's leaning against something. Canadian tuxedo. Can you see his feet in that shot?
Hello?
Sorry, I'm directing Carter to pull up a picture of Cliff Booth.
So, if you get the moccasins, why not get the full leather pants as well?
I'm not trying to go full leather pants,
but then you have to get the full leather overcoat.
He's got the moccasins on in the Canadian tuxedo. That's the look I'm going for.
You know what I want?
think I go for the moccasin.
New tab.
Have you seen? It's sort of a native garb. It's like a tank top, but it's a crop top.
Those aren't really moccasins.
But it's made of beads.
Are they?
Yeah, they are. No, I've done my research. Trust me. There's a few other shots of them where you can see it is a true full leather, no sole moccasin.
I think
I don't know if I'll go no sole. I might get a sole on mine, but it's up for
now.
debate.
How do you feel about beads in the hair? Question.
Beads in the hair?
Beads in the hair, almost like a Padawan.
Carter, you want to pull up another picture? Pull up Captain Ron. I watched this movie Captain Ron with Dad the other day, and that's got I'm blanking on the name here.
Yeah,
You'll know
Kurt
it
Russell.
Yes.
Is that Kurt Russell? Is that a different guy?
It's Kurt Russell, right?
Yeah, so beads in the hair,
Or is this-
beads on the clothes. I'm thinking full bead.
He's
I'm a
got
fan of
this.
beads, always have been.
Yeah. Look at the picture where he's got like the pit vipers almost on, and he's got his hair braided with the beads in it.
one?
Well, that's like more of an artist rendering. Go up one, next over. Yeah, there you go. That's like the shot from the movie. So basically, you guys, if you're wondering why I shave my head, it's because I had to start from scratch, all right? And if you want to take a... Wait, don't pull the picture down. Keep it back up. If you want to take a quick little look into my future, we got Captain Ron over here. That's where I'm aiming.
Look at the
That's the future. That's what we got coming down the pike.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know.
Coming down the pike.
Turnpike. Aren't you ever listen to Bruce Springsteen?
You've never heard of pike before?
Come on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
What
I'm pretty
country
sure
are
the
you from?
saying
It's
is
a fish.
coming down the pipe.
What am I, a plumber? Coming down the pipe? I mean, come on.
Yeah, the sewer.
He's coming down the pipe.
Coming down the turnpike.
Can you play that video of the shit pipe?
Where it splashes out on the wall
in the trash can. Oh my god.
That was a wild
That
one.
made me laugh.
Mom is texting us videos of the tree.
Did I miss that one?
The one the basement Carter was at the house.
Yeah.
He clogged the toilet.
I didn't clog the toilet.
Oh, okay.
We did take down a couple big trees, several big trees in front of Curtis's house. It was a whole all hands on deck operation, and
big fatties too, fat trees,
big sons of bitches,
maples,
and anyway, so we'll see if maybe tonight's not even the night for the
Army Desert Hardware glasses. Can we look this up? This is new info. This is cutting edge new info.
Yeah, I mean, we already have some Army.
Yeah, we've got the Army surplus stuff lying around.
Are they the same thing, just U.S. military surplus? I've been looking for some new eyewear because I've been wearing the safety glasses most times.
So, I was thinking of this too this morning. I was thinking of some new glasses because obviously new haircut, right? New look.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm doing the goatee today.
Oh, you are? Wow, look at that thing. Wow.
A goatee. What does he say?
A goatee for my throat.
Yeah, that's why I stopped. I was trying to get you to say it. Old Jake and Amir. Can we play it?
Yeah.
Or now we don't even play it.
Just say it.
I don't know if these are the ones that.
Oh, we got
those are heat wave. Those
Heat
are
wave.
Heat wave ones.
Heat
wave. That was the best.
Keep on faking me.
The goggles are kind
out.
of sick, though. I might just start rocking goggles. You know what I realized, though? I'm anti-reflective lens.
Okay.
I'm not into a reflective lens.
Speak on that.
I've always liked a brown lens.
Mm-hmm.
It makes everything look like an old photograph when
All
you're
right.
looking around. And I don't like the reflectiveness because I feel as though maybe it's because I've always had reflective lenses. It makes me feel like they're a child's pair of sunglasses.
Okay.
For children. Unless they're straight chrome.
Mm-hmm.
Like straight chrome, I feel like it's cool. But like colored with a color change. Like they look blue from an angle or they look red. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Not
I
a
would
huge
say
fan.
black, reflective, chrome, reflective.
I was thinking about getting a new pair of sunglasses myself, but I was thinking about getting Ray-Bans.
Yeah, I've got a pair of
Did you notice
Wayfarers.
Rolly had Ray-Bans on.
Yeah.
I'm pro underage game.
Mike is just Mike's a madman.
He's off the hook. He's off the hook today.
Pro underage gambling. How do you go about underage gambling?
You know, I think honestly that's the best time to gamble.
Yeah, you're right.
As a child, you have no.
You got nothing to lose. All right, Carter, you get these videos so you can play them.
I got I only got one. Did I
Alright.
get more than one? Oh, maybe she.
I think Mom sent a second one, but
because now.
But we got at least one video here of taking the trees down. We'll share with you, just for the hey of it.
Guess what? Also top in the news today. Mega Millions jumped their prices from $2 a ticket to $5.
I noticed. What? Yeah, did you not?
$5
When did you go buy tickets?
No, a guy I worked with bought one today.
Yeah, that's what I went and bought one last week, I think. I went in and bought one, and I went in and I said, "Oh, I'll get 4." I was getting something to drink, and I said, "Oh, I'll spend around $10. I'll get something to drink," and
It was like 26.
yeah, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then I had to look it up. I was like, she rang it up and said $20-something. I said, "What's up with that? Did she put the mega plier on it or something weird?"
The mega plier.
And then I was like, "Well, I already asked for it. I'm not gonna say actually."
Actually, put that one back.
I thought that'd be bad luck, so I just went with it.
Bit the bullet.
And looked it up. Yeah, $5 now.
It's crazy.
Powerball the same way? I don't know.
I don't know either, but 150% price increase in one moment. Yeah, that's nuts.
So in this video here, we've got our good friend Steve up in the lift, about to cut the tree down.
Who's that with his shirt with his sleeves off? Oh
Who's
my
that
God.
rugged son of a bitch?
Holy
Who's that
shit.
rugged guy right there? That's our dad climbing into the Kubota. And so we got this branch all rigged up and shit. And there I go moving the cone out of the way.
So, yeah, you gotta be on it. Gotta be on that shit. Now this is the one that I won't spoil, actually. That's me down the way in the road, if you see.
Yeah, Calvin was doing traffic detail.
With the vest on. I was also trying to get an angle from that.
We're
way.
not gonna dox you, are we?
If anyone wants to know where I live, they already do.
House protected by Smith & Wesson.
So it's a similar setup to that video we saw.
Dude, how does the mic pick that up? Why
I
did
don't know.
Why did it intensify the chainsaw when she zoomed in on it? There we go, yanking it down.
Nice.
Missed the house entirely. I actually think that was the branch that did knock the front door in.
Probably.
But it, all things considered, that was the most contact we had. It had come down and pushed the front door open. But anyway, we got all those trees down, lickety split. But it wasn't all hands on deck effort. Everybody was there pitching in. Shout out Steve and Lori helping us out. And shout out Craig for the pizza.
Yeah, Craig helped out all day too.
Craig brought pizza and did some traffic detail.
Yep.
Nice.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not the same house, but.
Oh yeah, that's funny. Well, yeah,
I was surprised you guys had that on Google.
Why wouldn't I?
Well, it's a
place
smart
of
idea.
business.
I was surprised that like somebody said they looked it up. Like somebody I work with was like, "Oh yeah, I looked it up. It's right on Google." And I was like, "What?"
Yeah,
I didn't know
I could
that.
tell people to.
You got the before and after pictures.
Oh, it's smart because that's the first thing you do when you want to hire somebody. You look it up.
This collage here is kind of
all over the place a little bit, but
And
you
it's
get the
crazy.
idea.
And you did cut down that
Before
last
and
little stump,
after.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't leave the totem pole. He got rid of it.
Even though that would be sick as a totem pole.
And the driveway took a little bit of damage, but not much.
Yeah, I'll have to get some better pictures when it's all grassed up again.
We'll get
What
it
a
landscaped
huge
up.
difference, though, huh?
Oh yeah.
It's still a bomb zone mess. I've been picking away at it, but
pizza
Bombs
came
and-
from Papa Gino's.
Yeah, good luck finding that place.
Papa Gino.
He's gonna fucking triangulate where we live. He wants to know where he got the pizza from. Papa Gino's, motherfucker, nationwide chain. You son of a bitch.
It's not
it's
nationwide.
New England only, I think.
I don't know.
I wouldn't know.
I don't know.
No, everywhere
You
else
think I
it's
leave
Papa
New
John's,
England? I don't know.
actually.
Says it right on their pizza box.
How do I know that
The
if you
official
get
pizza of-
you just like when I go to McDonald's, they have shit that has New England shit on it. Doesn't mean they don't have McDonald's outside of New England. You ever see that sign in Rochester that was like
1,000 burgers sold.
it said like Wakefield quarter pounder, Milton,
No.
something or
I don't
other,
even think that
Rochester
exists.
Big Mac. I swear to God, this was a McDonald's billboard they had up, and it was like referencing local businesses. I don't know. I'm just
Yeah, I know.
saying. I
They're a
know
chain. Each
I
place
know
can do what they
Papa
want.
Gino's has a chain in New England here, but how do I know it doesn't exist outside of here? I don't know. How am I supposed to know?
You know, I don't know.
How would you know?
How would you know?
How would you know?
I don't know.
It is weird how many chains don't exist in New England that exist everywhere else.
It's, Krispy Kreme. I don't know, to be honest, if it's new or not, but...
We got Dunkin'. Come get your Dunkin'.
Mike, does you have In-N-Out where you live?
You just got In-N-Outs. In-N-Out is a cool business, and I heard they're trying to break away from California, but you know, it's just not all it's cracked up to be. The only thing I'll say is everyone I've been to there's like 30 people in the kitchen. And that's a huge thing, just having employees that are working, you know, opposed to like 3 employees and nobody's at the counter taking orders.
Now I'm worried about someone going to show up.
Nobody's got. What are you worried about?
I'm just kidding.
All your YouTube videos, they'll find where we live pretty quick.
Yeah, you could surmise it pretty quick. The thing is, I remember when I was younger and was obsessively watching vloggers.
Ha! We have Denny's.
Nice.
Yeah.
Loser.
I couldn't tell you exactly where it is, but I'm sure we got one around here.
Well, yeah, we have Denny's, but no Waffle House.
Yeah, no. Well, do you want a Waffle House?
Well, it's the same, pretty much. Same. Except for Waffle House has a cool design for most of their buildings.
Yeah.
You know, you were talking about trying to stock down.
Oh
different
yeah,
bloggers.
well, like you remember McJuggernuggets?
Yeah.
Me and Ben actually had like worked together, and we like pretty much pinpointed where McJuggernuggets lived back in the day.
I remember people started showing up at their house and they were like freaking out about it.
Yeah, it was always an issue for them. People showing up, they put a gate in at their driveway and shit. But yeah, I remember thinking that as a kid.
Mom's trying to pimp Dad out right now.
What'd you say? What?
Oh, Dad can get paid for a haircut. He's supposed to get it buzzed this week. I mean, that would be interesting. So I guess Buzz Buds are going to reach out to me, and I'll have to...
They want you to reach out to them.
They want the power. They want the power in this transaction.
I was really trying... I think we just set up a call sometime. I'd like to do like a FaceTime call.
What I've surmised from this situation is that there's a market for that, and why would you go to a manager like Buzz Buds?
Yeah, just start marketing it yourself.
Well, again, to me that's why you'd have the meeting, right? Because I don't have like $250, right? I'm willing to post that video on my YouTube channel rather than take the $250 because there's a chance that it'll make vastly more than $250 if I just post it to my own YouTube channel.
2 hours of shaving my head, one hair at a time.
Right, that could bring in some money. That could bring in some money. So
edging your hair.
You know, there he goes. Carter, you should do this for a living. Yeah, anyway, I don't know, but if I could squeeze them for a little more instant cash, then I think, you know, you're in business. Or even like Calvin said at one point, he's like, even if you could do work out with some promotional deal, you know, the fact of the matter is they're talking business, they're talking dollar signs. That's where we're trying to head, right? We don't want to head towards head, but we want to head towards money. Too much of a thinker?
Well,
we're going too
what
fast
I was
for you
going to
there?
say is we're going to have a product.
The product is the show,
right?
But these guys,
But
Buzz
we're
Buds,
relying on Mike too much. We're going to have to cut in Mike on the deal. Mike, what are you asking?
All right, okay. All right. $50 an episode, no higher. Yeah, I don't know. I just think...
You know what I did find out, though, was I was listening to another podcast, and we're kind of going about it all wrong. If you join a podcasting network, you can basically... What these podcasting networks do is...
Steal all your money?
Well, they basically steal the advertising money. Like, you can... If you're part of a network, you can get paid...
we could get, like, weekly paychecks.
Yeah, you get paid per episode. It doesn't matter how many views you get because nobody knows. That was one of the things I was listening to. I think it was on Spotify. Spotify does not give out statistics on podcasts. Like, you know how there's no view option. Like, you don't see how many views. They were adding that to Spotify, and a bunch of people were pissed because their podcasts don't get any views. And now these advertising companies are going to know that their podcast isn't getting any views, so they're not going to sell ads for it anymore.
It's this whole network thing has existed since the beginning of YouTube, where you'll be part of a network and the network will give you money, and then any money your video is making goes to the network.
Well,
it's never worked out.
Look at the history, though. This is how you work it. You get big from the network, and then you're like, these guys suck, and then you leave and sue, and then bam.
Yeah. But the only time it works out, okay, look at Theo Vaughn. You remember when he left his podcast network? You remember what happened there?
I have no idea.
He was just getting screwed over. They were taking a ton of money from him. He was making way more money than they were paying him. He got screwed over, and he tried to pursue legally, right? But there was no grounds because he was under some kind of contract, so they had him.
What it is these advertising companies. It's not a advertising company. These contractors,
these networks.
That's what I'm trying to say. The networks sell to the advertisers. Say, hey, we got these podcasts. we'll run your ads on these podcasts. You got to pay us this much. And then they'll say the podcaster run their ads, and we'll pay you this much.
I totally know how it works. I guess maybe you're explaining it for the viewer.
I'm confused. Does Waffle House have a bunker in it that Mike goes to during a storm?
That's a gimmick of Waffle House, is that they're always open, even on stormy conditions.
And let me just say, if you can buy iced tea and a burger for $1.75 in Missouri,
No, that's what he wants per episode.
I'm moving.
No, that's what he wanted per episode.
Anyway, back to this network thing. To what Calvin said, right, about you use it as a launching point. I do think there are networks that exist that are still launching points. I think Barstool is on the falling end of that. I don't know how much longer they'll maintain this launching point, but right now I think they are still mainstream enough that they are a launching point for podcasts. There are I can't name you another network point off the top of my head. Actually, Tom Segura's Your Mom's House. That's like a whole production network. He does several podcasts. I think that's a huge one, obviously.
How about hold on, I lost it.
Do you remember the company the Shaytards started that they sold to Disney?
Yeah,
Maker Studios. Maker Studios. That's exactly what it was. It was a network. It had all the biggest YouTubers at the time on the same network.
You remember this?
Disney bought it, shut it down.
PewDiePie was gonna have a Disney show, and they shot the whole thing. And then it was either the Nazi thing or he said the N-word, and they shut it down.
I remember something about this. Oh yes, because he had gotten all kinds of YouTuber guests for the show, and that was what everyone was really bummed out about, was
because it wasn't just him.
It wasn't just PewDiePie that got punished for this. Everybody that worked on the show got punished because.
But it was a huge show, and it still has not been released.
Really, I didn't know that.
Somebody's sitting on
I kind of forgot about that.
It was like, I mean, I'm sure you go watch it now, and it's like not very good because
75 cents for a burger. Hold on, Mike.
Wait a second.
Wait a second.
Hey.
His big ass burger.
That's fake. That's got to be fake.
Fake news. What's big as?
I don't know.
That's
a gas station.
No, that's saying as with a sort of a twang.
Yeah, it's like saying it's really big, like big ass.
Yeah.
Big ass it's an adaptation of what I would call a middle school culture where you're not quite allowed to curse yet.
No, it's just saying it with a twang. He just has a twang to it.
What year do we live in?
What year does Mike live in? Also,
Yeah,
how are Arizona?
What year is it?
How do Arizona teas still cost 99 cents? I thought they went up.
Well, I think it depends on where you go, because obviously
some places they print it right on the can too. So unless you're gonna go and put a sticker over it, it's got to print it right on the
99
can.
cents for Arizona iced tea.
75 cents for a burger. I'd love to know what it looks like.
No.
Is this a slice of bologna on rye?
No, Mike, I will say I've been to Missouri, and it was actually pretty sick. We went, we saw the Mississippi
River.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet.
Speaking of Missouri, what was one of the things you went to see in Missouri? Marceline, right?
It was Marceline, and then also where what's his name? Tom Sawyer. What's his name? The guy
Sam Clemens.
Sam Clemens.
Mark Twain.
Mark Twain.
We saw the house that Huckleberry Finn supposedly lived in, like what
it was based on.
Exactly. And I forget what town that is. I don't even know if it's Missouri.
No, it's something else. Well, all I was going to say, what brought the thought I wanted to gas on here.
Hit the gas on that. Mark Twain. There's
not Mark Twain, but Walt Disney.
On Mark Twain. Yeah.
Well, so you had gone to Marceline, Missouri to see Walt Disney's hometown. I was having a conversation with a young lad today, and well, Calvin, you know Nick. You know Nick.
Yeah, I know Nick. Come on.
Calvin knows Nick. having this conversation, and we're talking about Disney facts, right? You're going back and forth, fact for fact, and I realize I'm about to get my ass handed to me, right?
Like, he's got all the new stuff.
He knows his books, right?
He's got the new stuff. He's got the old stuff.
Yeah, he's got it front to back. So I'm about to get my butt handed to me on Disney knowledge. So I hit him with. But did you know Walt Disney's head is frozen underneath the partner statue in Magic Kingdom?
Oh shit!
And then I found myself in the position of having to explain what an urban legend is because otherwise I don't know how you explain why you might think Walt Disney's frozen head is buried under Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
But I had to explain what urban legends are, and so this is how I start with it. I go, okay, so hang on. All right, so imagine there's no computers or internet, and all the bigger kids around you tell you something is true, and you really have no other choice but to believe it's true because you have no way of fact checking it, and all the bigger kids say it's true, so you just assume it's true. That is an urban legend. Right? I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know a
more or
better
less.
way to explain it. That's what I came up with.
Like Bigfoot or like
Hannibal,
Mothman.
Missouri. That's
Yes.
Mark Twain.
Thanks, Mike. Oh,
That's
mom.
Mom.
Thanks, mom.
Did you see that Black Mountain? What they posted about their mountainside bar?
No,
all,
what about it?
all summer from 12 to 7 on Saturdays. You can hike up to the Mid Mountain Cabin or take the chairlift up. It's $5 to hike or $10 to take the chairlift up.
Ryder, you hear that?
$5 a hike up there?
That's what they're charging. Yeah,
That's kind of
Why
crazy.
did why did they pay to hike?
season
They're-
pass holders. Because I mean,
They're
what?
trying to make money. It's not a
Yeah.
public fucking hiking trail. It's a ski area.
But there's a restaurant up there you're gonna spend money at.
Yeah, I mean, but there's I don't know what they have burgers and hot dogs or something, and
I
there's
feel like
a
the
fire
$5
a fire pit, cornhole. It looked like
100%.
to me, that's called it's called a
Cover charge.
Cover charge. Thank you.
Yeah, but you're putting in the work to hike. I guess they're trying to make that's.
Yeah, it don't
I feel
matter.
like that's gonna deter more people than.
I don't. They
Nah.
do whatever they want to. They need the
maintain
fucking money.
They're maintaining the hiking trail, so
Boom.
Yeah.
There you go. Reason
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah,
And don't be a fucking loser. Go over there and pay $10 and ride the fucking chairlift. Don't be a fucking. You can always walk down. If you want to walk down. Ride pay the $10.
Gravity.
Mary says, "Let's go." I'm not hiking though. Hey, I just made that point. I said, "Don't be a fucking loser. Pay the $10."
yeah, I think that would be half the fun to
Yeah,
ride the
I
chairlift.
think that'd be so much fun. Go pay $10, take the chair up,
Take the double chair.
go hang out.
They get it on
That
slow.
that sounds like a win to me. That
They're
sounds like a
probably
big
riding
win.
at 150 feet a minute.
Yeah, I wonder if they must move a little slower, but
Just so you can unload easier.
yeah.
Well, there you have it. We'll be going to Black Mountain soon to check out the offerings.
He was
the summer
hammered.
offerings.
Have some New England corn chowder.
Oh yeah, that guy at Black Mountain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we never really got a follow up on that. That
God
was
rest his soul.
I think he was just hammered, wasn't he?
No, he was.
I
Well, he
don't
was.
know.
That
He
was what we
skiing,
surmised.
He was skiing alone.
Yeah.
Skiing is a deadly sport, guys.
Danger, Will Robinson, danger.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, people die. People die every day. I think is what you can really take from that. You gotta enjoy every second of your life. Don't take it for granted.
Oh man, I'm just watching the comments. They're going off again.
Yeah.
Sometimes the little stick and wheel thing, the little colonial stick. You get the wheel and the stick.
and you
Carter,
put-
can you
hit
pull up
it
a video
along.
of the stick and the wheel?
Wait, there's a name for that though.
And it's called stick and wheel thing.
It's
Stick and wheel game.
It's like
Look up Liberty Kids stick and wheel
the stick and wheel
Whack a stick, whack a wheel,
colonial
wheel.
stick and wheel game.
because it's fun.
whack a wheel
It's
stick
called.
game.
Well, it says here it's called hoop rolling.
Hoop rolling. Okay.
Yeah.
Can
can
we get a
believe that.
video of that?
Let's get some pictures here.
Yeah.
So,
Here we go.
So
This is
basically, in essence, sometimes this is how I feel about the podcast, is I'm the boy with the stick, and you all are the hoop. And sometimes I'm just there to just give it a little whack, and it gets rolling. And then once it gets rolling, you got to be real careful or it gets away from you.
Look at Colonial.
I told you.
Look at Colonial.
We got the bonnets on and the apron, but yeah, you got to be real careful with this stick and hoop, or the hoop's going to get away from you.
You must have had to been real bored. I feel like this was a homeschool game too. Like this was.
Calvin hit the nail on the head though with Farm Museum. It was just a farm museum type of thing.
You know what I never understood about that is it looks like fun. I don't know. I don't get the stick. Why don't you just use your hand? But also with the wheel, you throw it away from you with backspin and it comes back to you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm getting at? Like a hula hoop. You throw it away from you with backspin. It comes back to you. You don't have to chase it. It comes back to you. And that's the fun of it, is watching it return. Because there's no motor.
Oh, Mike definitely watched Liberty Kids.
What does his comment say?
I don't know. Something about Liberty Kids.
It's a PBS show, bro. You got PBS?
you ain't have PBS.
No, I mean, Michael, I think
DVD.
Yeah, actually, that's true. We did own a lot of Liberty Kids on DVD.
That was probably something we would rent from Netflix.
You think it was? I do remember seeing them on DVD. I figured we owned them.
We watched Liberty Kids and Veggie Tales and.
We're just reading Michael's comments. That's why it's getting silent in here. But
kick the can.
These kids don't know all the 1920s classics. The funny part is, Michael, these are like 1500s classics, right? Stick and wheel. Like, what year is that from? That's like
I feel like there must have been
pre-electricity for sure.
There must have been some better games than stick and wheel.
Well, by the 20s,
they had baseball.
Baseball. They had curling. Javelin.
Hockey's been around since they
Rome.
invented ice.
Since the Great Ice Age.
Basketball, they used to throw hay bales into a wooden. I don't think it was hay bales, but you ever see the original basketball hoop? There's no backboard; it's a wooden basket on a pole.
Yeah.
Mary got the Liberty Kids on Netflix.
You got it from Netflix. Run out to that mailbox because guess what? You got a new Liberty Kids DVD waiting in there. You know what I was thinking about during during the pandemic when things felt very oppressive. I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, Liberty Kids is probably like banned content right now because like the whole show is like these kids uprising against their oppressive government.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people would say that's going on right now.
I think it taught me how to stage a coup.
I feel like the redcoats like burned down the
redcoats were always doing something
Throwing
nasty,
snowballs,
or
probably.
like you'd be eating your lunch and the redcoats just dumped it in the dirt while you're trying to eat, and they laughed. Ho ho ho! Remember they would laugh. Oh, because British. Ho ho ho!
I don't remember. I actually don't remember any episode, to be honest.
That's my Squidward line.
Basically, it was like just the spirit was America and freedom,
USA, baby,
and liberty and justice
for all. Yeah, I think for all. You know,
for most.
Yeah.
For just, I mean, in reality.
All right. I don't even know.
Are we going down the politics?
I didn't even know, guys. Where'd we go?
Mentioned the parade.
Hello. Is anyone there?
Where'd you go?
The Liberty Kids were poor. That's right. They were street youths. Just most of them were shoeless. I don't even think they had shoes on.
Not even in the winter time.
Couldn't even afford shoes in the winter.
Not even in the winter time. And you know what? There was snow on the ground. They probably got cold. If you think about it.
We're getting loony here. We're starting to hit the loon bin. Curtis shut down 20 minutes ago.
Curtis shut down after the reels went out.
Was Curtis ever here?
Where are you?
Curtis!
I've been here. I shut down whatever the conversation was before Liberty Kids.
Oh, it was the Island Boys thing.
Island
No, that was before the reels.
With the yeast infection. Oh, the podcast network is what I shut down.
Oh yeah, podcast network is kind of lame to think about.
Yeah, the thing is,
because we have liberty and we aren't beholden to red coats.
That's right. Benjamin Franklin was part of Liberty Kids.
They got tarred and feathered.
Did they actually get tarred and feathered in the episode?
I'm sure there was some tar and feathering going on.
that was just good classic.
I mean,
fun
that was
back in the day.
historically accurate too. Let's not forget that.
Because they didn't die; they just looked deformed the rest of their life.
All right, tune in next week when we break down season 1 of Liberty Kids. We're gonna do a episode by episode breakdown.
But imagine getting scalped.
You know, our mom told us that when she was a kid, like scalping was enough of a thing in the media that she was afraid of it as a child. that a native was going to come and scalp you.
Did they ever scalp anybody and not kill them though? I feel
there's one guy. There's legitimately one historical moment, one guy that was scalped and lived to tell about it.
Yeah. Because it was just a sign, like they didn't want to carry all the heads around, but it was like, this is how many dudes I killed.
It was the same as having the pelt of an animal you killed. Yeah, it's like check it out, man. Did you know that I got
a little piece of head skin?
Did you know that one of the braids that Boba Fett wears is a Wookiee braid from a Wookiee he slayed?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's badass.
That's
dude.
badass.
That's bad freaking ass.
It's my friend Zach. Kick ass.
Kick ass.
Bacon
Zach.
burgers.
Oh, they got caught throwing the tea in the bay, and that's why they got tarred and feathered. I heard an interesting fact about the whole thing where they dressed up as Indians and threw the tea in.
Yeah, right.
It wasn't so that they could try and blame the Indians for throwing the tea. It was because they were all getting together and saying, "We're not like you British. We're actually more like the Indians,
the natives,
because we're all in this together now." So we're throwing the tea.
And what was that called?
The Boston Tea Party.
Well, no, but the group of them, the Sons of Liberty, did that.
Okay, Mom says there was a lot of cowboy movies on when she was young. It wasn't the media stirring up a scalping scare. 1975 scalping scare of New Hampshire. that was fabricated. This was...
Well, I mean, technically that is the media. If you
cowboy
think about
movies. No, well, that's why I just assumed it was the media stirring up a panic because, I thought global warming was going to be an issue. Brother, I was worried about that shit. Turns out, not a problem.
You haven't seen those videos of ice melting before? You haven't seen that shit, man?
You know what would be a real threat? Global cooling.
No, let's watch that movie.
Let's watch it. Hey, pull up that clip.
What was that movie called?
Snowpiercer.
Well, yeah, okay. Count it.
What were you thinking of?
There's that other one. It's like an end of the world movie where they're getting closer to the sun. The Earth is getting pulled towards the sun. But then
that would make it hotter.
Right. But then the woman wakes up and actually what's happening is the Earth is getting away. Or it happens in reverse, maybe.
What?
You don't remember this movie?
No.
No, I have no idea.
It's the end of the world
Is
movie.
this an episode of The Twilight Zone?
No, it's similar in a way with the twist ending, but no, it's a movie. It's like it came out in like 2012 or something. 2008 maybe. Yeah.
The comments are just fucking insane. I'm just watching these comments.
Yeah, we don't even have to be here.
I know. We should just get ChatGPT to read the comments
I'm glad
aloud.
you called Caleb out, Mike.
Yeah, what'd he say?
Mike just said, "Boy's been on Joe Rogan podcast too long." Caleb's quoting Joe Rogan about the way the guys dress up as Indians.
What do you say about yoinking in Florida? Hold on.
Do you think that
Eminem is still a good
comments
rapper?
gives
No.
you more
I think he
traction
fell off.
on YouTube for people to find your show?
The thing is, if people commented on the video after it was uploaded, yes, it would help. But because they're commenting on the live stream, I don't know. I would have to imagine YouTube must notice the traffic on the live stream and the engagement on the live stream. I have to imagine they notice that, but I don't think they have like the live page anymore that promotes people that are live currently.
Oh, really?
I don't think they have anything that promotes that, people that are currently live. Like there was a minute where they were trying to be Twitch, right? So they had this whole part of that app that was just for people that were live. And I don't think they've had that for a minute.
Remember when Eminem did that like freestyle about Trump?
Still reading the comments. Sorry, what was that?
I mentioned that Eminem's really been falling off recently, and I think he put the nail in his own coffin by apologizing. Remember he released Kill Shot? He was like beefing. Well,
with Machine Gun Kelly.
Okay, that was Machine Gun. No, it was after that. He went and he was attacking like a bunch of new rappers, and he's like, "Oh, I'm the realist. Like nobody can do it like me still."
Yeah, he put out this new album not too long ago, and the only good song on that album he put out, I think it was like last year, right? It was last summer maybe. He put out this album. He's got this one song on it called Christopher Reeve, and guess what? That was supposed to come out on the real Slim Shady album way back in the day, but Christopher Reeve had passed away too close to the timing of the album release. So they held it. They released it last year, and guess what? By George, it's the only good song on the album.
So, yeah, basically, I saw this thing. So he took some shots at, what's his name? Tyler, the Creator, in this song. And then he goes on to apologize for it in an interview, and
Listen,
I'm like,
Eminem has.
Why would he apologize for anything that he said? He's built a reputation around not apologizing, and he goes and apologizes.
He has done something similar to Howard Stern in where he kind of ruined himself in a weird way of trying to atone for some of the things he did in his past life, in his younger life, right? He's trying to atone for those things, and I just don't think it's the right move, right?
It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing.
I'm into this new guy, or you can say, I miss the old shit, see you later, right? You have that choice to make, but a guy like Eminem, he's trying to hold on to his core fans. He doesn't want to piss off his real fans, but like you said, him coming out and apologizing for something, now all of a sudden he's not this image that he's built for himself, and that's fine and that's okay, but you can't still be out there in the rap game trying to be the realist.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean? Like,
no, I like how you said that too.
And he's just
with
he's just I think he's been corny for a minute, and it's unfortunate.
I mean,
I'm not afraid.
I like the poppy stuff. I like the stuff with Rihanna and Monster Under My Bed, whatever that song was.
Friends with the monster.
Right.
Yeah, that was
I
a good
like
one.
that stuff, and it's not the same as Slim Shady, but it's still but I don't know.
Yeah,
it's just sad to see, but he is getting old now.
Well, I think it's time we put the kids to bed. I think Curtis, I know you're holding on here. I think you can. We can put the kids to bed here. King Cornball, that's right. Eminem he just got old and corny.
Yeah, Tyler
Everyone
was
does when they
pretty
get old.
ruthless to Eminem. Yeah, I don't think
Tyler the Creator, I mean, I don't have any problems with him, but I'm just saying he's just an offbeat guy.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'd take his opinion super serious.
No,
but.
I'm a fan of his music. I'm a fan of Eminem, but
I don't know.
The whole thing was just kind of.
Wait, was Kanye actually kidnapped? Is that real?
King Cornball. Nice one, man. King Cornball.
God's country.
Any last minute advice?
Yeah, take every second of your life and treat it like it's your last, because you might pass away.
Pack iodine tablets and a water filter pump, and fill up your water bottle every chance you get. You'll be fine. Iodine tablets, water filter pump.
Because they don't let you
Scouts
fill,
always
fill up your
prepared.
water bottle every chance you
they
get.
don't let you use any other filter but iodine, right?
The one they let you use a real filter, but they want you to, even if you filtered the water through a filtration pump, they want you to still use iodine tablets for absolute safety. They don't want you getting the runs out there on the trail.
Yeah.
So just use the frickin' iodine tablets.
Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated. My one mistake I made in Philmont is I filled up my water bottles that are on my hips of my backpack. I filled those up, but I didn't take my bladder pack out of my back to fill it up because I said, you know what? I haven't drank that much out of it. I just filled it this morning. I don't think I'm going to fill it right now, right? Because I would have had to take my backpack off, take the bladder out, and fill it. And that was a whole process. And I said to myself, I'm not going to do that. Sure enough, by halfway through the day, where everybody is almost out of water, and where we're setting up camp tonight does not have a water source, and my bladder was empty, and I should have filled it. It would have been just enough water to make the difference, and I was arrogant and did not fill up my bladder. So always fill up your water bottle and stay hydrated.
It don't matter how much water you had. Fill it up.
Fill it up. Top it off every time.
Mike,
Don't
you'll
be
have plenty
stupid.
backlog if we do more episodes. You can relive the backlog.
Yeah, and I'm sure you won't listen to them.
You just like the live interaction, don't you? Would you really be watching if we weren't chatting back and forth with you?
You'll have to watch because I'm sure we'll mention you plenty of times.
Actually, so while
We're
you're
gonna be
gone,
missing you
Mike,
pretty
we're just
heavy.
going to be ragging on you heavy. So you're going to have to go through and everything we ragged on you for so you can have comebacks. No, I'm just kidding. Have a blast in Europe.
Yeah, good luck.
And have an even better time at Philmont. I think you're going to love it.
Love you too, Amy.
Thanks for watching, Amy. Love you.
Amy.
Love you.
Thank you, everybody else, for blowing up the comments tonight. It was going ham in there.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mary.
Mary, Mom,
TP,
Michael,
thanks,
Amy, TPJ.
Thanks, TP.
Am I missing anybody?
That's everybody.
That's them all. So thank y'all for being here. We'll see you next time. We're out. We're done. We're cooked.
Goodbye, old friend. May the force be with you.
I'm going now. I bid you all a very fond farewell.
That went pretty well, actually.